Hey everybody, it's Chad with Nobody Else's Auto. Tonight we're bringing you some more cool stuff from the new yard. Letting everything dry out from all the rain that we've had this week. So we're working out around some more new inventory over here in the new yard. Going to show you some more cool stuff tonight. Starting off with this 1953 Chevy Bel Air two-door hardtop. This car, obviously being a two-door hardtop, has been fairly well stripped. You know, a lot of the stuff in this new yard has been somewhat parted, and obviously this being a two-door hardtop and a pretty desirable car, a lot of pieces are missing from it. I do have 3 of these cars in stock right now. I have 3 53 Bel Air two-door hardtops, so I do still have some stuff for them. But this one, obviously the doors are missing, but some of the quarter window stuff is still here. Some of the roof molding trim is still here. So definitely a lot of salvageable pieces, even though it's not complete. Somebody did get the trunk lid off of it. There's kind of an interesting piece laying in the trunk. It's kind of banged up, but there's an oxygen canister that was probably in a World War II plane. A lot of the bombers use those for oxygen and things like that. I've got several of them. Unfortunately, this one's kind of banged up and has some holes poked in it, but really a cool piece. Kind of neat when you see something like that laying around and stumble onto it. So just thought we'd mention it while we were here. We come on down the other side of the car, still got some of the belt molding on it, some of the trim around the back windows on this side also. But definitely not a complete intact car anymore. Next, our little 53 Bel Air hardtop, we've got a Ford pickup. This is about a 71 or 72. This was a half-ton. There's no bed on this pickup. It's just basically a chassis cab. We've got what's left of the front of the truck here. Doors and front clip is all still here. Take a look around back. Pretty much nothing here. I'm guessing since these toolboxes are sitting right behind this truck, and they're about the same color, I'm wondering if this had some sort of a utility type bed on it when it was being used before it ended up here. Obviously got a heavy duty custom rear bumper on it, so I'm thinking that those toolboxes were probably on the back of this truck at one point. Maybe it was a step side pickup or something and they built those boxes for it, who knows. You always wonder what the story might have, could have been on a lot of this stuff as we're looking at it today, knowing it's been here for 30 or 40 years. So front of this truck, the grills were probably broke out, so they put some mesh grills in it. Come around the side, still got the 100 badges on the hood. We can take a peek inside of this one, and it's still pretty much all there intact inside. Looks like somebody got the radio out of it, but the rest of it looks like it's pretty much still there. Next to our little Ford pickup, we got a really cool International. Here we've got a 50 to 52 style L110 International pickup. This truck's obviously been here a long time also, missing the front bumper. The grill's a little banged up, which is pretty common for these grills. These grills really took a lot of heat on these trucks. They were so big, stuck out in front of the truck, they held moisture, they held dirt. So a lot of these grills are kind of in tough shape. The rest of this pickup doesn't look too terribly bad. It is a short bed pickup. The dash panel is missing. If we take a look inside, it's actually the dash panel is on the floor, but the gauges and stuff are gone out of it. Seat and stuff still in it. Some of the inside trim is still in it. But we work our way on around back. Still got the short bed on it. Work our way around these toolboxes that I think were part of the Ford. And we can take a look at the back of this truck. It does still have its tailgate on it, but it's lived a pretty tough life. Been well used, that's for sure. But we've still got rear fenders on it. Still got doors. Cab doesn't look terrible. Got the little short bed running boards on it. I even still got one of the International badges on it. Next to our International, we'll catch one more yet tonight. We've got a 73 El Camino. Obviously, this car's definitely seen better days. Somebody needed a quarter panel off of it. It's had a whole quarter panel removed from it. It had a half vinyl top on it, which obviously didn't help the car at all, as it held moisture and rusted out the roof on it. Inside, the glass is out of it, so the inside's pretty weathered in it also. But we'll work our way around the other side of it, get out to the front and check out the front. Still got the rear bumper on it. We'll come on around this side. And the doors are still there. We'll come out and check out the front of it. All the front clip is still here. The grill's broke, but the header panel's there. The headlight pods are there. The front bumper's there. So still some decent pieces on that. If you like this era of El Camino, you got to check out my video I did on the 1973 GMC Sprint that my dad bought at Meekum in Kansas City this year. One of the about 71 or so, I believe, factory 454 GMC Sprints that they made in 1973. So basically the same car as this with GMC badges, and it's got a factory big block in it. So check that video out too if you're into these El Caminos and Sprints. That's a cool video. It'll come out neat. And be sure to take a look at that car. So that's what we've got for you tonight. As always, can't thank you guys enough for stopping by and hanging out with me. Really enjoy doing these videos, having a good time with them. Glad you guys are here with me. Glad that we can all hang out together and check out Cool Iron. And it's always fun. If you're on Facebook, please share my videos with your friends and like the page so you can hang out with us more. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Lots of cool stuff like this. That's all I do is gearhead stuff because that's all I know and that's all I want to do. But it's fun and I enjoy it. So be sure to check out the other stuff. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you have specific questions about vehicles, be sure to give me a call, 620-786-4428. I don't answer texts, I don't answer emails because there are too many different questions with all of this stuff. There are too many variables based on the type of build you're trying to do, what I may or may not have available. We need to have that conversation. More than happy to text you pictures, but I don't have time to play 20 questions on text, because to text you back and answer 10 questions, I have to physically stop what I'm doing, put down my tools, and text you. If you call me, I can put you on speaker. I'll keep working. Be more than happy to have a conversation with you about what you need. But that's why I can't communicate on texts. More than happy to text you pictures, but that's about all I can do. So just give me a call. It's so much easier. What we can do in a 2-minute conversation takes 20 minutes texting back and forth. So that's why that works the best for me. And that's why it's the best way to talk to me. When we look back at all this different stuff out here, which is just a fraction of the inventory I have, that's why it's so important to have a conversation. You may see one thing in a picture, but I may have 4 of those vehicles. So give me a call. The numbers are on the pages. And that's why I have to operate that way, because that's the best way to do it. I don't have time for confusion after the fact. It's so much better if we're both on the same page from the beginning. So anyway, thanks for being here, everybody. I super appreciate you spending some time with me, taking a few minutes out of your evening to hang out with me, check out what we've got going on here, having a blast doing them. Glad you guys are here. Glad you guys like this stuff just like I do. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next week with some more cool stuff.